Morning YouTube, and welcome back in this lovely new year that we have. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope you all had a lovely festive season and that you got lots of stitchy things for your presents. Today I just wanted to do a quick unwrapping or unboxing session with you, and that is for this little kit here that I picked up, which is from Cool Crafting in the UK, and they are the Sarah Peel, who owns Cool Crafting, is the designer of Luna Lapin dolls. You'll have seen me talking before about the book Luna and Friends, and also some of the other books that she's got, and I've made the characters before. But this one I wanted to particularly do because it always, sorry for the crinkling, it really did get the light right. It really did catch my eye with the beautiful mohair ballet wrap and the little mohair and felt slippers, and then the tulle skirt. So I thought I'd just give a quick run through. I ordered this kit from the Cool Crafting website. The kit is £15, and then there's a flat rate shipping fee of £3.95 at the moment. Obviously that might change depending on when you're watching this video, but at the moment that's what the price was, and that's at January 2022. So you can see I'm a bit behind the times, but anyway, so I just thought I'd show you with this anyway. So excuse the crinkling while I just unwrap the parcel, but as you can see it comes in this nice little cellophane wrapper with everything in nicely packed away, and I'll run through that with you. So bear with me 1 second. So, just taking everything out. So first of all, we get the nice little card with the knitting pattern for the ballet wrap here, and also for these little slippers that are wrapped as well. They've got the little felt inserts on the bottom, on the inside and the outside, I've found out. And everything is included within the kit. So let's just have another look at this. So I won't show you inside, but it is comprehensive. It gives you all of the details, the abbreviations to make the ballet wrap and how to make it up. It then goes on to the slippers as well, how to make the slippers, and everything is included in there that you need to do. In there as well is how to make the tulle skirt. So you've got the sewing directions for that as well, but there's no pictures for that. So I am going to run you through it, but it is fairly straightforward, and if you're an experienced stitcher anyway, you'll be able to rustle it up in no time at all. But for those that are beginners, and I try to aim my videos at beginners, then I'll run through that with you when I get to make mine as well. So that's the little brochure that you get within there. First thing we get to come to is the very sparkly tulle, and hopefully you can see that. There's a beautiful gold glitter on there, and this kit here is the pink on pink that I ordered. I did get a little bit confused when I was using the website, because it gave you all these different options of pink on pink, purple on cream, and all sorts of different options. Don't quote me on the purple and cream because I can't remember it directly and I've not got it up in front of me. But when I clicked on and made the selection of the choice of the colour, the picture then changed to show you, and that's not the colours included, and that's not obvious, I don't think, when you first go on the site. So just bear that in mind, that when you're trying to browse and have a look through the different colours, click on the option and keep an eye on the picture, and it does change to show you. But this is the pink on pink, so it's a very nice, if you see against the navy of my top, but it's a very delicate pink there with that. It's very sparkly. This is exactly 10 inches long, which is the length that you need to make the skirt. So it's exactly the right amount of tulle to make one skirt, just so you know, so there's no wastage there at all. So put that to one side. Also included is a ball of wool. Now I'm going to put the label up on as a separate picture because it's difficult for me to get it with the light at the moment that I've got rigged up in here, because I'm trying to control that. But I'll pop a picture up of the label. It's a 25-gram ball, and this one actually isn't complete ball because I've already started knitting mine, so I'm going to show you that in a second. But this is what is left after making one ballet wrap and 2 pairs of slippers, because I tried 2 different gauges on my needles for the slippers. So as you can see, I think that you might be able to get 2, maybe 3 ballet wraps out of the one ball of wool. So bear that in mind. If you do make quite a few Lunas, you probably don't need a whole, well, you don't need a whole ball of wool for one set of the slippers and the ballet wrap. And I can understand that you it's not possible to supply a smaller amount because obviously people knit differently, but just bear that in mind. So that's good because you can order extra materials as you want to, and I'll show you what I ordered extra with mine. So that's the 25-gram ball of mohair wool, and it is a beautiful wool as well. It's 30% silk and 70% mohair. Very nice to knit with. Quite delicate though, so just be careful you don't put too much stitches on your tension on your stitches, because when if I find the end, when I was sewing, having to break the wool off at the end when you finished your knitting, oh dear, I can never find things. I always say these things and then can never find the bit that I need. Here we go. So if I just show you, normally with normal knitting wool you have to be quite stiff, but if I just show you, that breaks really quite easily. So just bear that in mind, that you don't put too much tension on it, because there are some places where you have to make extra stitches, and sometimes the tension on your needles can get a bit high. Obviously if you're a more experienced knitter than me, you may be absolutely fine with it, and I didn't have any problems at all doing it. I just felt it was something just to point out so that you don't put too much tension on when you're knitting, because you don't want to break that wool halfway through your garment. Then the next thing that we get is a little packet, and that's got the pink felt in, and it's also got the ribbon and some other threads and your 2 needles. Let me just open this up for you and let you have a look at this. So the pink matches is for the soles of the ballet slippers. Now again, the size of the circle that you need for the bottom of Luna's ballet slippers is quite small actually. If I just show you, oops, again too much light, there, then as you can see, your piece of felt is way bigger than that. So again, although you need 4 of those circles out, you've got plenty to be making more than one set of those slippers. So again, bear that in mind when you're ordering your kits. I don't want to estimate how much because I've not made the slippers up yet properly, so I just want to do that. But you do also get your 2 needles. So you've got a larger needle here for threading elastic and the ribbon through the ballet slippers and thing, and then you get a smaller needle for sewing with. So that's quite a nice little addition to your needle stash. You also get your ribbon for going around the waist of the ballet wrap, and it also goes through the little eyelets that you make when you're knitting your ballet slippers. And at the back of the ballet slippers as well, there's a certain way of doing that. Again, when I get onto doing this, I will show you, but I'm not at that stage yet. And there's little bows to make on the front of your ballet slippers. So again, that looks like there's plenty of lovely pink ribbon there, and that's how it matches against the rest. So it's really, really very nicely tone on tone. We also get, which is very sweet really, a little safety pin. And that's for hooking through the end of your elastic, and then for feeding through the waistband of the skirt. Again, I'll show you that when you get to it, but nice that Sarah's included all of that. Sarah and the team have included all that together. And then we've also got what they call a wrap, on one of these little plastic embroidery wraps, of some tonal thread. So this matches perfectly the pink of the ballet slippers, really nicely on there. And so that's then for sewing the ribbon onto your ballet slippers and for any other little stitches that you need to make. So that's the kit as it comes, and that, as I say, was £15, which I think is good value for saying how many ballet wraps you're going to get out of the top and the feed. The only thing that you might want to order is some more tulle for the skirt, and that's what I did. Now I chose a different colour. Whether on hindsight that was the right thing to do or not is a different matter, because again, when you're buying through the internet, it can be difficult. So I also ordered an extra amount of tulle because I thought that I'd want to make some more, and I had already got some mohair wool that I could have used. So I was bearing that in mind. So I ordered 1/2 metre of this one, and this one is Rose Royal tulle. Now I've ordered 1/2 metre, which is 50 centimetres, but it's 20 inches, and you need 10 inches each for doing the skirt. So I'll get 2 more skirts out of this, which then hopefully will tie in quite nicely with the colour. The pink is got a little bit of a lilac hue to it actually, and I thought it might be more pinky, but I think I can get away with it with the colours. Again, it's got this beautiful gold fleck on the skirt, which is really pretty. So I think that I will attempt to knit up some more of the ballet wraps and the slippers, and then just see how we get on, and I'll do them a complete set at a time. But I ordered that as well. So for the 1/2 metre of the rose tulle, that was only £3 extra. Now, because I ordered it within the same pack, the flat standard rate shipping applied of £4, so that was worth it to add that on at the same time whilst I was doing it, rather than doing a separate one. And now I know how much is in the wool, then I think that's really good. So good value. So I did do that. Before I go on to the other thing, so what I've done is I have made up the little, because I do knit. I'm not an expert knitter, but I can get by. So I have knitted this up. I haven't sewn it up as yet. The sleeves are still open. So I have got one of the pretty little ballet cardigans knitted up, and then I've done 2 sets of the little slippers. So if you can see, that's the rounded end that will go over Luna's foot there at the front, and it's got the little eyelets in that you stitch this. This has got some short rows in it, but it's all explained in the book in order to give the rise at the back for the slippers. So they're really quite sweet when they get stitched together and have their ribbon put through. So just to show, I got the cardigan, I got this set of slippers, and I did another one because I used a slightly different gauge, and you can see they're slightly bigger. This is the difference between 2.75 and a 3 millimetre needle, so it has made quite a bit of difference to the width of those, which surprised me actually, because I thought it'd be quite similar. And I've still got this amount of wool left. So in all, I think that's excellent value really for that kit, because obviously now you've got the pattern, you can just make that as many times as you like. And also on the Cool Crafting website, which is www.coolcrafting.co.uk, you do actually get the option to have a remake kit where you just get the materials. So you could then, don't have to pay for the pattern again, but you just get like the felt and the needles and the elastic and the amount of tulle for one skirt. But you might want to consider purchasing the extra tulle on the top, because you can order that by colour depending on what you're wanting to make, so that's all good. Did also get a little postcard of Luna, our friend Luna, in there, which just says a nice little message from Cool Crafting on the back, so that was quite nice, and that you can obviously display that up somewhere if you wanted to with your Luna collection. And the last thing that I did order as well, and this one's £3.50, is for my granddaughter Clementine. Then I've ordered the little baby wrap ballerina jacket to go with it, cardigan to go with it as well. So this does only go up to age 2, I believe, which is a little bit disappointing, because I would have preferred 2 to 3 years. Would have been nice for a little bit bigger maybe, but it depends on her size, and if she's petite, then it'll last for a bit longer and that. So I did pick up that pattern, which is available on the Cool Crafting website as well, and that was £3.50 for anybody, and it does the short sleeves and the long sleeves, and then there's this decorative little flower that you can sew like a little corsage to put on it as well. So I thought I'd just show you that, because it's quite interesting to see what you get in your kits, and hopefully you find it of interest. So what I'm going to be doing next is actually moving on, because whilst I've knitted my little cardigan, because I couldn't wait to get started, I haven't actually got a Luna at the moment to put it onto. So I'm going to next thing I'm doing today is to start and record a step-by-step video of how to machine sew a Luna, not using felt. I choose to use quilting cotton for mine, but obviously the felt ones are hand stitched. So this is a machine stitching, or it will be, a machine stitching tutorial, hopefully. It's tutorial sew along and with some tips. So again, aimed at a beginner. You just need to have some basic knowledge of how to use a sewing machine. But other than that, hopefully I'll be able to talk you through all the rest of it. So have a look over the next few days as I put these together, or next few weeks, depending on how long it takes me. But I'm quite keen to get my Luna up and dressed. So hopefully it won't take too long, and we'll be there together. So I hope you found that interesting. If you do want to see more of my videos, and I do love Luna and her friends, so I'm hoping to do a few more videos on this, then if you just hit the subscribe button, it doesn't cost anything. It just means that I know how many people are watching, which obviously then encourages me to then make more videos, which hopefully you find interesting. And it also then just means that you get notified if any of the videos come up. It'll pop up in your subscriptions feed. I don't know if you've noticed that or not, but if you haven't, then on the left hand side, there's a button that says subscriptions, and if you click on there, rather than look at what's trending and what YouTube think you might want to look at, it actually shows you all of the recent videos from the people that you follow. So subscribing is like being a follower on Facebook, and those posts will come up. So if you fancy doing that, then I'd be very grateful, because it's nice to see the numbers grow and see how many people are watching me. But have fun making Luna. As I say, I'll come back to the cardigan and the skirt as we move through. But for now, I need to get on and make a Luna. So that's my next stage. Have a great day, everybody, and thank you for joining me.